We are in Atlanta. This is the Vintage Factory where we are building the finest modern classics in the market. I'm going to walk you through what we have on our assembly line, share with you what we have in inventory, and show off our amazing team. They're incredible. So here we go. All right. We are in our final inspection station, and check this out. This is our team. After final detail, this is actually before the final inspection, in final detail, going through every square inch of the entire vehicle. And these guys, they do an exceptional job going over every little detail to ensure perfection. And in this station, you have Brian over here. How you doing, Brian? Sorry to sneak up on you. No, you're good. Keep doing what you're doing, man. I'm just here to show off the art that you guys do. And in final detail, our team, they go through every single detail before final inspection. And during that final inspection, leads from production, quality, engineering, and operations and management come in for a final inspection and final sign off. And the level of detail that these guys go through. Hey Sharon, how are you?
I'm good, how you doing?
Good, doing great. You got Jay over here. What's going on, Jay? How are you?
Good, how are you?
Yeah, doing great, doing great. He's so focused, he's not even listening. Chris, how are you, man?
Good, you?
Good, good. How's she look?
Awesome. Not good.
Yeah?
Probably another 0.
Yeah, there we go. And 0 in this case is, hey, how's it going, Jonathan? 0 in this case is perfect score, and this is what we're after. Cosmetically, mechanically, every single detail. And a lot of the work that's done here, here's Bryce, he's not even paying attention here, he's got his headphones on, is over the top, beyond what any normal company would do. And that is our secret. Not really a secret, we share it publicly all the time. We simply set the bar above what we believe our clients' expectations are. And it's a $250,000 car. 900 hours of handcrafted labor, blood, sweat, and tears go into every single build, all done by hand right here in our factory. And the validation that we have is that when the customers get the vehicle, they absolutely are over the moon. Not only with the fit and finish and the quality, but just every little detail down to the millimeter and the flush and gap. Obviously, cosmetic and paint has to be perfect. And then you've got things like details down here that nobody would ever look at, but it doesn't actually matter. We simply go above and beyond with every vehicle as if it were built for us. And we are obsessively, maniacally picky about it. So this is Brittany Blue in final detail, hours from final inspection. And this team, they do an exceptional job. I gotta give them a shout out. And it is Friday. I hope you had a great week. We had an excellent week. Everything was on time. And we have a very simple goal: on time and perfect. If it's perfect and late, it's no good. If it is on time and imperfect, it's no good. It must be both. And in this station right here is Midnight Blue, worn glove. We got Spencer over here. Hey Spencer, how are you?
I'm doing well, how about you?
Good, good, doing great. This is Patrick's Michigan Wolverines blue with a hint of yellow. Patrick's son plays football for University of Michigan. He lives in Ann Arbor, and if you are there, you will see this truck driving around very soon. In this station, on Monday, it'll be in final detail. So Patrick, you're getting really, really close. It's been a long time coming. I personally spoke to Patrick when he was doing his discovery process long time ago, asking questions, learning about what it is we do, how we do it, pulled the trigger, got in our queue, And here she is about to go into final detail. Excited for you. And thank you, Patrick. All right, this is Nick's build. Nick, if you recall, lives up north. He's extremely busy during the month of December. And he is severely overweight, has gray hair, and has a bunch of reindeer. This right here is Santa Claus build. So we went with this beautiful custom metallic red one-of-one edition for St. Nicholas himself. And check it out. This is Bad Santa. We say Bad Santa because it has black trim, black stripes, black wheels, and then check that out. Really cool rendition of our vintage stripes, but it's in matte black. And this right here is a one-of-one edition. Check out the red stitching details right there. And we built this for Santa Claus, but he's a busy guy. So while he is working on his busiest time of year, we'll be getting this ready for one lucky person. It is a one-of-one edition right there. And the details in this truck are absolutely stunning. Check that out. So even though it is for Santa Claus himself, we'll be using it for content. This is our demo truck, and then it'll be for sale. Guaranteed delivery by Christmas. So if you want this, and you want to make this Christmas, which is I think 32 days away, one to remember for your family, this is the one right here. Check it out. We've never done it before, and we'll never do it again. So when it comes to one-on-one builds, we don't repeat them. So you get your North Pole red, Raven black coal, if you've been bad, grill, all black trim, forged aluminum wheels, 17-inch, upgraded Fox coilover suspension, all your hinges, mirrors, hardware, door handles, and our black, Raven black on the roll bar as well. And then take a look at that. Absolutely just beautiful. Every single upgrade. So you got your teak wood, you've got your deviated stitching, which matches your exterior body, 10-inch JL subwoofer, Focal, premium audio, Alcantara, all around the entire roll bar. And that roll bar is functional, meaning it's tied into the chassis. If you're looking into a restoration or rest and mod, find out from the builder, is the roll bar functional or decorative? If it's decorative, it'll be tied into the body, not strong enough in the event of a rollover. If it's functional, it'll be tied in the chassis. The only thing that I can tell you though, is that not only are almost none of the roll bars, as they call them, are they functional, unless there are bars all over the inside and they're tied to the chassis, which is really something that only people who off-road hardcore have that. The rest of them, they look nice, they're decorative, they're really more sport cages. Same thing we used to do back when we did restoration. But as our clients demanded more, and they wanted things like modern safety features, modern driving experience, modern technology like Apple CarPlay, touchscreen navigation, dual zone climate control, shift on the fly four-wheel drive, a vehicle they can drive every day, we shifted to the modern 2025 chassis, and we carried over all the craftsmanship, all the details, and that's just stunning. I mean, take a look at that. I don't care what it is you drive. It could be a G-Wagon, G63 AMG, Range Rover Autobiography, Ferrari, Lamborghini. You know quality. You open this door and you look inside and you're gonna see the amount of passion and skill that went into pulling off this kind of craftsmanship. It is every bit of what you'd find in a $250,000 car. I'm going to show you behind the scenes on what all goes into building a modern classic made by Vintage. We're the only company in the world at this level of quality and scale that is building a classic inspired luxury vehicle on a modern car chassis, giving you modern technology like cruise control, and the most important thing that you get are the safety features. So I'll show you that. Those are your power steps. So this one, every single option. And by the way, if you want to learn more, shoot us a text or you can call us. We're on 7 days a week. So if it's late night or you're working a lot, if you can afford the car, you're probably working all the time like us, and we'll be there. If you want to talk on the weekend, because that's easier, open on weekends as well. Easiest way, shoot Rachel and our team a text or a call, and we're happy to walk you through our build process, let you know what we have in stock or upcoming, or do a custom build. And if you want to learn more, go to our website, vintagemodern.co, vintagemodern.co. And on that website, you'll see a tab for inventory. You'll see a tab for a configurator where you can build your own. And this one here is a great example of the different options you can get. There are several different stripe options you can choose from, now including matte black, pretty cool. Options of 30 different paint colors. This is a paint to sample color, meaning that we can match any color you want. Paint to sample, you can choose your roll bar colors, your dash color, your leather color, what kind of inserts you have, diamond, pleated. This right here is woven leather. You can go body matching stitching, body matching brake calipers, wheels could be white, black, forged aluminum, all of them, and all of the craftsmanship, all of the parts that we use are the highest quality material. That is 100% brand new American-made steel, stamped in Detroit. And if you look at the lines and the gap and flush, it is show quality, better than factory, and 100% our expectation and goal is to not make you happy. We want to exceed your expectations, and we know what kind of cars our customers have at the $250,000, $300,000 price point, and there should be no compromises. And so in this build right here, it is in the inspection station. We just did test miles, and we listened for squeaks, leaks, rattles, anything that's not perfect, and then documented all of it, take care of it right here in our rework station. 100% after inspection goes into final detail finishes, and then final inspection happens with our leads. We get management sign off, and we do a photo shoot, and then it goes off on to her forever home. So this is Brittany Blue in the final stages and almost ready to go. All right, so check this out. Over here on our line is a custom color, Arcadian Blue Metallic. And this is fresh out of the paint booth, getting vintage stripes, Wimbledon white for the roll bar. We got Eric over here doing his thing, Wimbledon white on the grill. And so this is station 1. You will watch this truck move into station 2, but it only goes forward if it is 100% perfect. And I'm going to give you a sneak peek at the interior on this one because we've never done it before. Let's see if I can find it. I'll give you a hint. It is a white interior, but not one we've done before. So I will have to find it, and we wrap everything to protect it, right? So the whole goal is perfection, and the best offense is a good defense. So we keep every single part of the entire interior all wrapped up, and then we install it. So you'll see that go through a transformation. It'll have its interior in on Monday, and we'll give you an update then as well. So after our inspection process, which happens in station, according to the standard operating procedures, Everything has to be done exactly the way it's spelled out to our SOPs. And therefore our quality engineers, our assemblers are all aligned on what good looks like. 99% is a fail, 100% moves forward. All right, I haven't seen this before. Boxwood green. Boxwood green with a white interior. Wow. So you got boxwood green, classic paint color, snow white leather. Take a look at that. Diamond stitching on this one. The entire roll bar is wrapped in upholstery. Upgraded Focal audio also wrapped. And then check this out. This right here is an engineering feat that we're pretty proud of. We know that if you're driving this truck on a nice day, weather's good, sun's out, you got your kids, and you're driving around, going to lunch, going to soccer practice, going to tennis matches or what have you, they're going to want you to play music. And you have to have a great sound system. So we partnered with Focal Audio, the premium brand within audio. And you have Focal Audio here, you have JL here. And we wanted the biggest subwoofer we could fit that was high quality and could be concealed. So that's a 10-inch JL sub, and we engineered it to fit inside of this panel. You can't see it. And then we finished it with a perforated leather speaker grill, which I think is a really nice touch to make sure it matches and you don't even see it. But the sound quality is super clear and your kids will absolutely love it. Nothing more fun than driving around with your kids to their favorite music and they look forward to going places with you. How cool is that? So something I've been talking a lot about is like time with your family, right? And if you can afford this vehicle, you probably work like a dog. And that's what it takes, right? Work hard, play hard. And I believe that you can take something mundane like driving your kids to school, driving them to practice, going to wherever it is you go with your family, and turn it into an event, something they look forward to, something they're excited about. And I can assure you, whether they're young kids in a booster seat or child seat, which by the way, we have a latch system in here, which is the lower anchor tethered child harness system that allows you to click the car seats directly into the seat. And then back here you have the tether right here. If you have young kids or grandkids, trust me, your wife or the mother of those children, they will absolutely not only want that to exist, they're going to want a functional roll bar tied to the chassis. You can see it right here. Earlier I mentioned that most roll bars are decorative. You can see this is not attached to the body, it is actually integrated into the frame. So rollover protection, roll sensor, you have side impact beams in the doors. I'll even show you that right there. Side impact beams in the doors. You have crumple zones in the perimeter of the body to ensure that in the event of an accident, you are protected with 2025 safety, technology, engineering, and design. And then the number one thing that no classic car or restoration or Restomod has is this: 6 airbags. So when you think about your driving experience today, Range Rover, G-Wagon, Bentley, Urus, Cullinan, Raptor, whatever it is you're driving, Escalade, it's probably just a normal car ride. But you hop in this with your kids and either the whole roof is off or it's in safari mode or you got the moonroof open, or even if it's enclosed, your kids will absolutely love riding in this. It's just fun. It's different, it's unique, and then you get your sound system and you have your safety. You don't have to worry about it breaking down because this is not an old car. And it's not a restoration. We didn't try to make an old car more modern. We used to do that and it had limitations. We built the entire vehicle on a 2025 modern car chassis, which will give you today's 2025 technology, engineering, design, all the advancements that have been made over the last 50, 60 years into the foundation and platform of your vehicle. So drive with confidence. You can put your family in it, you can put your kids in it, My 16-year-old daughter has one of these. She drives it every single day. I would never put my kid into one unless I was confident that it had every single safety feature that I'd find in a Range Rover G-Wagon. So we engineered and built and designed this for you after the customer feedback that we received from our customers when we're doing restoration and restomods. And they said to us that they loved the vehicles, they loved the way it looked, but they wanted it to drive like their Range Rover or G-Wagon or Urus or Bentley or Cullinan, and they wanted modern safety features. And so that's a big, big deal. So you could drive this hot ginger truck, beautiful spec by the way, every day, in the rain, on the freeway, on a road trip, high speed if you want to, go to your lake house, go to wherever it is, important business meeting, and you're not going to worry about, is it going to break down? And you're not going to worry about all the quirks that come with old cars, like leaks, squeaks, rattles. Very annoying to have to deal with, right? Now, if you're a mechanic or a purist, then you're going to want an old car because then you can fix it all the time. But if you just want to drive it and you want to put your kids in it and you want to know that you have every bit of an edge in terms of today's 2025 technology and design and engineering, this is the way to go. And the way we arrived here is that I am a car fanatic, and as a founder of this company, I bought old cars and they left so much to be desired that I just figured I'd make it better. And then I found great people like Morris over here. Happy Friday, Morris. How are you doing, man?
How you doing?
Great, great. And excellent team members in every position who said, hey, we feel the same way. Jordan, how are you, man?
How's it going?
You doing all right?
Yep.
Good, good. Happy Friday.
Yep, sure is.
What you working on?
I am doing the speaker pods for the White Rock interior.
Rock. Yeah? I love this color. It's not bright white like Snow White.
No.
So,
The previous one is, though.
yeah?
That one.
Oh, yeah.
That one I'm a little scared to touch.
Yeah, very white. You can't even look at it wrong.
No, yeah, no. I see the Snow White one, and I get very nervous. 'Cause I know we got to wear gloves and everything, but I still get nervous to even touch it or even have it close.
Yeah, for sure. Hey, more power to the clients who can keep that clean, right?
Yeah, I always wonder that too. So I'm like, is this going to sit and just like be a show car, or is this actually going to be something they drive? And then on top of that, how dirty does it get?
Yeah. No, they're using it. They're using it all the time.
That scares me.
I know, I know. Can you walk us through what you're doing here?
So currently right now, I am just, initially when these come in, they come with the two wires kind of split off.
Mm-hmm.
So it's set up to where the speaker get plugged in and then there'll be another connector on it.
Mm-hmm.
We cut off that connector, which is actually this piece, and then we just solder the two wires together to kind of extend it out some.
Gotcha.
And then once this part is done, we'll wrap the soldered area in heat shrink and then solder the end of the wire onto the speaker.
Excellent. Very good. Have you ever had a speaker wire come loose and not work?
No,
Never.
not with my work. No.
Yeah, yeah.
I try to make sure that everything is done properly, and then on top of that, I'll sit there and give it a little pull test as well.
There we go.
So that way, just to make sure that the solder is actually holding and that everything is actually connected.
Gotcha. Great, great. Well, you do an excellent job, Jordan. I just want to say thank you. It's Friday. Any plans for the weekend?
My plans for this weekend, I'm actually moving to my new apartment.
Oh, nice.
So,
Okay.
it's going to be a very busy and long weekend.
Congratulations.
Thank you, but still got to finish packing.
Okay. Good luck with that.
Yeah.
I'd offer to help, but moving is the worst thing you could possibly have to do in your life.
Yeah, no, I'm not looking forward to it, but thankfully we've already got some of the stuff packed up, and it's just little minute things that we had to go through and realize you got to throw it away or either keep it.
There we go.
I'm fairly certain there's going to be a lot of throwing things
There
away.
we go. That's my style, man. I don't move. I just throw stuff away. That's how you do it.
Yeah, that's how it should be.
Yeah. All right. Well, hey, awesome work. Appreciate you. All the details, all the meticulous attention to detail. You do an excellent job. Couldn't do without you, man. Appreciate you.
Thank you.
All right. So check that out. Soldering it, making sure it's perfect, and the team, they want it to be perfect, right? Jordan understands the implications of that wire not having a great connection. You can't drive around and have all but one speaker work. That's unacceptable. And can you imagine getting a phone call. Hey man, I was listening to music and I can't hear anything out of the back.
I don't even like it when my speakers start cutting out. So no, I don't want to hear that where it's just like, yeah, we got a phone call that one of the speakers just gave out. No, that's just bad at that point.
Yeah,
because then it also makes the work look kind of shoddy.
Yeah,
and that is not something we strive for here.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Well, keep up the good work. Appreciate you.
Thank you.
Cannot wait to see that interior in the truck. All right, so that white rock interior is this one right here. So I was looking for it, and the Arcadian blue metallic truck I showed you on the line in Station 1 is going to have this off-white, distressed, woven leather inserts, and that'll look amazing in that Arcadian blue truck. Cannot wait to see it come together. So you will see all of this come together into Station 2, and we'll move on to the next. So over here, this is sub-assembly. All these little detailed things that happen behind the scenes. This team, very meticulous, all SOP driven, standard operating procedures driven. You can see on Morris's screen over here all the work instructions and all those details. Morris, how are you doing, man?
All right, man.
Yeah?
How are you?
Good, good. How's your week going?
Oh, definitely.
Yeah?
Great.
You ready for the weekend?
Definitely.
Yeah?
But I like being mostly here.
Oh, yeah?
This is where all my peace from.
I love that. I love that.
As you can see.
Any big plans for the weekend?
Not too much. I worked on my car. Got that running.
Oh,
good.
yeah?
Yeah.
What are you working on?
I took the whole motor apart from Lincoln Town Car.
Oh, yeah?
Like, I keep it vintage for real.
Really?
So, I love the old school. So
Okay.
that's what basically what I'm on. So, I got that riding good.
Nice.
So now we back up in here, doing these things, up in there, getting the chimney ready for the line.
There we go.
But we got so many coming in, so
Yeah.
I got to keep up with this line.
Yeah,
so
for sure.
All day I keep my eye over there.
Yeah, yeah.
Because if I let it go anywhere else, then I get behind.
Yeah.
We don't want that. So we got to get these cars out as fast as possible to the customer.
There we go. Are we ahead, behind, or on schedule?
Oh, we're definitely on schedule. Definitely.
Love it, man.
Never behind.
Love it.
Always on schedule.
Yeah.
That's why I try not to miss no days. Actually, I haven't. But,
Just to be clear.
right. Just to be clear. So
Yeah. So you
I
do
stay on
this
top
all
of the
day,
ball.
and then you go home and you work on your car.
Yes, I go home. I do the same thing at home, so that's what keep everything, everything in the green and never the red.
Yeah, for sure. It's all driven by passion, man.
Right.
love your
Definitely a passion. Definitely. That's
sir.
a definite. No fact for that.
Tell us what you're working on.
I'm actually working on the chimsel for the back tire carrier. For the and so I'm actually taking out the Hornet.
Okay.
Because they're going to be using this again to remodify it.
Okay.
And then put it to the vehicle. And so that's what I'm doing here. So we got all the steps and everything, every single thing we work on. We have every step inside the computer, so we can see every step. So you can't go wrong at all because you got it all right in front of you. So that's the coolest thing I have ever seen at any job, that I actually can see what I'm working on. So somebody come up, you can actually name what it is. You know what I'm saying? You can't be like, well, now some things that come to us, we might not have the terminology of what it is.
Yep.
But when this right here, I mean, it's just straight out at you. So you can't go wrong.
Yeah.
It's a very, very easy.
Okay.
You know, it come. Some people it come easy to, some it don't. Some it take a little while. But me, I just been like this from a kid. I was born to do this.
There we go.
So
You can't help it.
For a little, I've been taking stuff apart, putting it back together.
Yeah.
Like I used to drive my mom crazy, and I took apart a VCR one time.
Yeah.
But next time I do that, I know to unplug it first.
Yeah. Hey, all the kids at home are like, "What's a VCR?"
Exactly. See? Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
But that
All
was
right.
back in the days, but it brought me all the way to where I'm at today. So me doing all that stuff, goofy stuff when I was a kid, and it plays out now I'm actually making a living doing it.
Yeah,
so
love
it's pretty cool.
And you do a great job. All right,
Definitely.
so put you on the spot. For $100 cash, do you know what CHIMSL stands for? What does the acronym CHIMSL stand for?
That's what CHIMSL stands for. That's a good one. It actually stands for, I got the for the camera, for the to see what what's behind you, what you're running over, So it all, but what it really stands for,
Yeah.
constantly got you kind of got me on that one. 'Cause
Okay, I know.
I'm in work mode right now.
All good, man.
I literally got to jump out of work mode to jump into it.
All right, I'm gonna tell you.
I will be working on it.
All right, I'm gonna tell you what it is, and then you don't tell anybody else. I'm gonna ask everybody. Okay. All right. CHIMSL stands for center high mounted stoplight. That's the third brake light. And you know why that chimsel is important?
Definitely, because of to see where you're going from, running over people that ran over their dogs and kids and stuff. So that's why 100% important.
So the chimsel is important because obviously it's your third brake light, but to be FMVSS compliant, which our vehicles are, you have to have a third brake light. Therefore, we engineered and designed our own, and that's the work you're doing. It goes on the vehicle, then it's 50 states legal, compliant. Boom, you can drive it every day, pass all the inspections, and now you know, chimsel. I'm going to ask you again Monday, man.
Yeah, okay. I'm definitely going to get it. Trust me, I already done
there we
down
go.
in my computer.
All right. Hey, appreciate you, man.
Appreciate you.
Keep up the good work. I love these guys. They're just they're so into it, and it's just crazy to watch them work because I started this company purely out of passion, and to bring people on the team who feel the same way is the most amazing thing because everyone understands what their role is and they really sincerely care about the quality. And these little details right here, can you tell us what you're working on?
Yes, sir. Hood bump stops.
Yeah? Hood bump stops.
Yep.
You know what that does?
Yes, sir. When the hood comes down, it's what the hood sits on.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
All right. And what happens if the hood bump stops either are defective, they're not, installed correctly, or they're not there?
Then the hood, when we're driving, the hood will come up, and then the hood won't be latched together.
Yeah. And how would you feel if you assemble these parts and then the hood just flies up when someone's driving?
I would feel awful.
Yeah.
That's risking someone's life.
Yeah. For sure. And this little detail right here is one of many details, and that's why when you have a hand-built vehicle, the people behind the process and the parts matter. Because if they don't want to be here, they don't care, it's just a job, they're just here for a paycheck, highly risky and very unlikely that you'll be able to build a quality product. And this is just one of thousands of parts that are put together. Appreciate you, man.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Have a good day.
You too. And when we talk about our team, we talk about it because it's a handcrafted vehicle. Handcrafted means it's crafted by hand by human beings right here in Atlanta, Georgia. And therefore, the people behind all of it matters a lot. And I'm going to show you, check it out, we got a couple of pink ones here. How cool is that? And this right here is Terrence. How you doing? Great. Let me clip my mic here. See if I can do that with my glove on, which is like impossible to do. Excuse the noise here. All right. So 3 pink ladies back to back to back, super rare. The team matters because at the end of the day, almost anybody can try to build a car. Maybe they have process, maybe they don't. Quite frankly, of the companies I've toured, the process is like in people's heads, right? It's memory-based, it's tribal knowledge, it's feel-based. Fine if you're gonna build a car, but even then, I question it. Process, standard operating procedures, layered audits, quality engineers, all those things matter significantly if you're going to build any product, but especially if you're going to build a car. Because I'm very sure that this vehicle is shipping to a family or a person who's going to be driving it on the freeway, on the road, every day, and therefore every detail, not just cosmetic, but all safety critical and all the things that matter that give you peace of mind. You want to know that not only do you have great people, you have great process. And as far as quality goes, when it comes to components, I'm going to show you right here. This is our quality station, okay? This right here is a real example of a very expensive part that we manufactured and sent to Detroit. We're in Atlanta. And then when it comes back, before we put anything on the vehicle, we inspect it very closely. And if it's not approved, it's rejected, which means it doesn't go on the vehicle. And that means that's after we bought the aluminum, after we CNC'd it, after we sent it to Detroit, after it comes back, and before it goes on the truck. Quality's not perfect, rejected. And I can tell you that most people would look at this thing and go, what do you mean? Why is it rejected? I mean, let's see if I can even see why it's rejected. The thing that made it not quality right there is that tiny little speck. But you know what? It doesn't matter. It's perfect or nothing. And the team of people that go through every single part, every single day to make it either accepted or rejected matters significantly, because we're not going to put faulty parts on your $250,000 vehicle, even if you can't see it. And so this process is very important because it begins everything. And it's garbage in, garbage out, right? And I say garbage, loosely here, but if it's not quality, it's not going to go in the vehicle. And we keep upgrading our team. Hi, how are you?
Good, how are you?
K-Shell, how are you?
I'm good, how are you?
You're in your first week.
Yes, I am.
How's it going so far?
Going great.
Yeah?
I'm doing a lot. There's a lot going on, but I'm excited.
Yeah. And you have a very deep background
I do.
in quality
I
and manufacturing. We had a great conversation, and I'm so glad you're here because I feel like as good as the quality is, it can always be better.
do. Absolutely.
And so you're in your day 5. Day 3.
Yes, I am.
Okay, you're in day 3. You probably feel like you've been here a month already.
I do. I
Yeah?
do.
Good. How are you liking it so far?
I love it. I'm grateful for the opportunity. I feel like I'm a great additive to the program.
Yeah.
And I just feel like it's a great fit.
Yeah, cannot wait. I'm hearing great things.
Good.
Welcome to the team.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
All right. Okay, so that's Kay Shell. We just added her to the team, and her background is in quality, and she has deep experience in manufacturing and automotive manufacturing as well. And even though the quality scores that we have been producing have been the highest of all time and it keeps getting better, it doesn't matter. We'll never stop making it better. And each one of these team members are going granularly through every single part, and it's binary for us. It is rejected or it's accepted. It's one or the other. And every single day we get hundreds and thousands of parts, and we inspect every bit of it. Jafar, what's going on, man? How are you?
I'm good.
Good. What you working on?
Wheels.
Wheels?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. So these are powder-coated Wimbledon white wheels. And check out that little arrow, that tiny little arrow. What do you think, Jafar?
I think this will be rejected.
Yeah? Okay, it's going to be rejected, right? So imagine you have the entire surface area. Everything is perfect. But you have that one little dot. It doesn't matter. And it is very likely, well, I won't say very likely, it's overboard. And we've had our Detroit automotive industry experts come in, and they tell us that the standard that we hold our manufacturers, our partners, and the parts that we make to, it's above automotive industry standard. And that's what we like. We purposely want to score above, and we document everything on a scorecard, and that way what gets measured gets improved. And so we start with something very simple. It's got to be, hey, Jafar, thank you, man. Appreciate you. You have a great weekend. Keep up the good work. Yeah. What gets measured gets improved. So you have to reverse engineer the outcome you want. The outcome we want is perfection on time. It's as simple as that. Very hard to do, given all the steps, all the parts, all the people, all the process. But when you keep score down to the station, down in the vehicle, down to the step, down to the manufacturer, you can very quickly figure out if it's not exactly what you want, which is 100%. If it's 99%, if it's less than 100%, then we flag it for no other reason than we want it to be perfect. And we're a very data-driven company, so every single step in the entire process is completely documented, and we keep score. And much like a sports team and players on a team, there are stats for every single individual, every single team, every single vehicle, and every part of the process. And we just keep doing it over and over. And everybody knows, on time and perfect. If it's not on time, we're unhappy. If it's not perfect, we're unhappy. And we don't need customers to tell us that, because the customers pay our paycheck and they spend a lot of money, 250 grand plus. And so every little detail that these guys go through, they understand the mission. And good is not good enough. It is not just a strive for perfection. You have to basically reverse engineer how do you get it to be perfect every single time and on time. And what these guys have done is nothing short of amazing, because the number of vehicles that we build, every single day, the vehicle moves forward. Barring something completely unforeseen, the vehicle moves forward. And therefore, if we tell you we'll have it ready for you on your birthday, anniversary, Christmas, graduation, IPO, retirement, or maybe you just screwed up, and you got to get a gift for somebody, and it's got to be on time, and you can't not have it be on time. It allows us to be repeatable in our process because we know exactly how long everything takes, and we know how many days there are in a month, and we know how many hours there are in a day, and we know how long every step takes. And I feel just absolutely smiling when I'm saying it, because I know how hard it is to be on time and perfect. You might be on time, but it's probably not going to be perfect. Or you might be perfect, but it may not be on time. To do both, that's absolutely huge. And we've been extremely fortunate coming off some of the biggest weeks and days and months that we had for new orders. And most of it, I don't think, is because of our marketing, although it's very strong. It's because the clients who are receiving the vehicles, the early adopters, if you will, are taking them home, and they are sharing it just by driving it around. I mean, think about it. Wherever it is you go, think about where you go. Your country club, the restaurant, kids' school, work, whatever it is you do for fun. You play polo, you live in your neighborhood, and you driving this around, people will come up to you and ask you, wow, what is that? Where did you get that? And does it have problems? Does it drive like an old car? Would you recommend vintage? And that right there, I can tell you, the more of these that hit the road and people see them and they can actually touch and feel and smell the car in real life, in all different areas. We ship them all over the country, all over the world. We just had one go to Hawaii, and the phone rang from another neighbor in the same neighborhood in Kona, and he's like, I saw the car, I want one, tell me about it. And you cannot replace your customers being the biggest marketers and advocates of your brand and product. And I think that is something that you cannot fake, you cannot pay for. We don't have a referral program, although, if our clients really want it, then we can do it. They're just sharing their experience transparently, objectively to people. And if you know what it's like to share a recommendation, you don't want to recommend a company or a service that's bad, right? Because then it makes you look bad. And so I'm sure your friends and family and your neighbors have been like, hey, do you know a good house cleaner? Hey, do you know a good nanny? Hey, do you know a good, whatever it is, fill in the blank. You're always hesitant because you don't want them to use that company or service or person and come back to you and go, hey, that guy didn't do a great job. And so the biggest and most rewarding thing for us is when our customers are our brand advocates for no incentive, which is pretty amazing. So while we're standing in front of this, I want to show you what makes a modern classic. And it's not a restoration. We used to do those. Look nice, not reliable, doesn't drive well, zero safety features. That's what you have to know. Now, if you're a mechanic and you love to tinker, you want to wrench on your car, you want to go in your garage and, fix things, then maybe a restoration is the right vehicle for you. And it's not even a resto-mod, a modern restoration or a modified restoration. This right here is a 2025 classic-inspired luxury vehicle that we painstakingly built with our team on this modern 2025 chassis. And if you're not technical and you don't know what that means, I'm going to explain it to you in layman's terms so that anybody can understand. instead of trying to restore a car or make an old car better, more modern, we took a modern 2025 chassis, which is this right here, and we built a classic-inspired, vintage-looking vehicle, our own interpretation of what the perfect classic car would be in 2025. So what would that entail? Well, I can tell you. Number one, you don't want it to drive like an old car, because if you're looking at one of these, or even if you're not, and one day you want to have one, you have been too spoiled by modern day engineering, design, technology, and reliability to go back 50, 60 years in a time. I know, because I went through it myself. When I bought those old Land Cruisers and old Defenders and old H1 Hummers and old Broncos, I went through all that pain for you. And I didn't start doing that to make money. I did it because I just love them, probably just like you. Hey, they look cool, but are they gonna be problematic? Are they gonna drive bad? Yes and yes. And I found out the hard way. But you know what? I didn't care. I just loved the way they looked. And it was because of that experience that I said to myself, why can't it just look vintage, but actually drive like a modern vehicle, actually have modern technology that I'm used to, actually have modern luxury like I'm used to. And the number one thing was I want to have safety features, because I want to be confident when I'm driving. And because no classic car or restoration could provide all of those things, they could make it better than an old car, not restored. They could never compare to this. And this right here is a game changer, because behind me is a 1969 Ford Bronco that was restored very poorly, I'll tell you, not by us. And after driving multiple old restored cars, I realized very quickly it's not for me, and I also know it's not for you unless you're a mechanic. Then you're an outlier. And so we evolved to modern restoration, Restomod. By the way, yesterday Steven picked up his cobalt blue truck, and he did drive this back to back with his vehicle upon pickup. We couldn't do a live broadcast because the Starlink wasn't cooperating, but we did record it, and we will post it for you, and you can hear firsthand from a real customer who bought our fully modernized classic because he didn't want all the problems. We made him drive this. I sat in the front seat with him, and we recorded it, and you can hear his driving impressions around the steering, the braking, the sound, the feel, and then he drove his. And I won't share anything else other than that he said it was night and day. It wasn't even close, were his words. And it was because of our customer feedback after restoration and after Restomod that led us to building this. And all of this is built on these modern 2025 chassis. Big deal, big difference. So longer wheelbase, wider track width, crumple zones, side impact beams, roll sensor, stability control, pre-collision assist, and the number one thing that no other restoration or Restomod has are 6 airbags. So if you're gonna spend 250 grand, which is a lot of money, you could buy a Ferrari, Lamborghini, Aston Martin, McLaren, G-Wagon, Range Rover. I've had all of them. Then, and that's what you're used to, it's highly unlikely that you will be satisfied with a traditional restoration or even a Restomod. And so that is why we built a fully modernized classic. And when you do your research, you're gonna find that the other companies like us tried to modernize, and they did, and we did, but they were limited by things like short wheelbase of an old car, narrow track with an old car, solid axles, no safety features. And so what we did was something no other company had ever done at this level of scale and quality, was that we went out and engineered the perfect classic-inspired vehicle so you have zero compromises. It drives like a 2025 because it is a 2025. It has a wider track width. It has a longer wheelbase, and has all the safety features underneath because of this chassis. And then we went crazy with the luxury. because we wanted to ensure that if you spent 250 grand on a vehicle built by Vintage, that you're not going to feel like you had to give up or compromise on anything. And so the fit and finish, the quality, the modern creature comforts, the materials we used, all quality checked by our incoming inspection team. Many of the parts we make ourselves because we couldn't find that quality out there. And a lot of custom parts like billet aluminum all throughout, billet aluminum, all this leather work, Alcantara. We want you to get in the car and we want you to say, damn, this is really, really nice. This right here is our Pebble Beach worn glove, Wimbledon white dash, Wimbledon white on the roll bar, Wimbledon white on the soft top. And I'll flip this open and close for you with one hand to show you how easy it is to go from open and closed and back open. And we did this because of client feedback. When we built Restoration, they said, hey, that off-the-shelf top flaps in the wind and makes a lot of noise, and we want it to be nicer. So we said, okay. And so we engineered and manufactured our own soft top that gives you multiple modes. You can fully zip it up and open the moonroof. You can put it in safari mode with the moonroof closed. You can have it fully enclosed. It is waterproof and will not leak. We test it. Or you can take the whole thing off. So something for everybody. And this one right here, Pebble Beach Green, is a one-of-one edition. And it has, I think, maybe only 600 test miles on it. And it's for sale. We'll never build another one identical to this. So this has these 17-inch forged retro wheels. They look old, but they're brand new and they're forged aluminum. Super lightweight, very expensive. And these are slotted, so you can see your body matching brake calipers. Kind of cool. Very popular option now, by the way. And the whole idea is, it looks old, but this is not an old, heavy steel wheel from the 1960s. Those are probably not, they definitely would not pass, Department of Transportation standards today. So these are DOT approved. And by the way, when you do 900 hours of handcrafted art on a modern car chassis, it's a lot of modifications, a lot of work. So what we did was, how do we know that after all that work that your airbags still work? You go through FMVSS compliance. And FMVSS compliance is everything. Federal Motor Vehicle Safety Standards of 2025. Meaning that we went through compliance to ensure that each one of these vehicles is completely within all of the guidelines and all the requirements and all the standards of FMVSS. Not only will no restoration or Restomod pass FMVSS, we actually also crash tested the car too. Physically crash tested the car. Meaning that we physically took our modern classic with all of our modern modifications, and we took it to the same test lab that the big OEM manufacturers use, including Ford. And we crash tested it to ensure it was compliant. And that right there, you don't have that sticker in that door jamb, and you plan on driving it, you plan on actually using it, you have family, you have kids, you have grandkids. No vehicle today on the road built by a new car manufacturer cannot be FMVSS compliant. And so we did that. You could say it was for, marketing and to tell our customers, hey, don't worry. But we did that to ensure we did it right. Because everything we do here, we don't want it to just be a box we check. It's got to be perfect. And so you can drive with confidence. And I am really, really proud of the work that was done, because none of this is easy. What you're seeing here is like 10 years worth of work compressed into just a few years. And it's a testament to the team and their dedication and their relentlessness and their problem-solving ability. They are absolutely maniacal, and they care, and they know what good looks like. And so I think that, you know, all the work behind the scenes is what makes the investment worth it. All the people behind it, all the process that we continue to refine and make better and better, and the parts that are the highest quality parts, and then the service. But at the end of the day, nothing will replace passion. And I started this company because I loved cars so much, and I bought old cars and they had so many problems. I decided to do something about it. And I remember when we were building this version, right? We call the first one version 1 restoration, version 2 rest of mod, better, best fully modernized classic. I remember while we went through it that people questioned if we could do it. They said it couldn't be done, it would take too long, it would cost hundreds of millions of dollars, and you couldn't, you know, nobody would buy it. I can tell you the response that we've gotten tells us everything we need to know about what the market wants. And by the way, we already knew what the market wanted because we asked them for feedback, good, bad, and ugly. And our customers are very close to us. And they would always tell us that they loved the brand, they loved the quality, they loved the craftsmanship and fit and finish, and the service. But what they didn't love is why we transformed our entire business to give them what they wanted. Give me a car I can drive every day, that doesn't drive like a box of rocks, that has all the modern technology and luxury. And the number one thing, because almost every one of our customers has either kids or grandkids, and even if they didn't have kids or grandkids, any modern safety features where I'm not gonna be able to drive it with confidence. And so that right there is the evolution of good, not really, restoration, better, definitely better than restoration, and best. So if you're interested in a vehicle, shoot us a text or give us a call. And we're open on weekends. Pebble Beach 101 edition for sale. Light jade, fresh off the assembly line and inspected, ready to ship immediately with a snow white interior. This is now pending sale to my buddy Jason, cannot wait. And that's the customer vehicle about to ship. And we have Santa Claus build coming up if you love this spec, which I really, really like. That'll be for sale after St. Nick is done using it. And then we got a couple other builds as well. So reach out to us, it's the best way to get an answer. Text or call, open 7 days a week, and happy to walk you through our build process and build your dream car for you. All right, well look, it's been a long week here and another record-setting week. I hope you guys had a great week as well. Appreciate all the support. I want to give a shout out to our entire team. They do such an amazing job, and thank you to all our fans. And you guys have a great weekend. I will try to do a live while I'm in Miami this weekend, and get some sun down there with our hot ginger metallic truck. So be on the lookout for that. All right, guys, you guys take care. Appreciate all you. You have a great weekend, and dream big. All right, talk soon. Take care.